Hello everybody, welcome to another park tour series, and today I got honestly one of my favorite parks I've ever built. This is the Asian Species Park, and if you can't tell by the name already, it's every Asian species and species that were like found in Asia and etc. So like there's a few exceptions like Megalodon, obviously, if you can tell by the lagoon, and Nothosaurus, because Megalodon was found in Asia at one point. Like wasn't discovered there, but it was like remains were found. There's a species of Nothosaurus in China. Anyways, let's get right into it. And here is the park tour. And no, wait, here's the park entrance, and we get a little glimpse of an enclosure right there, right next to us. Uh, it's I'm already messing up. This is like my second attempt of doing this because like the first attempt there was like an audio issue. So I was like trying to fix that. Anyways, and here is Archaeornithomimus and Changosaurus. There's some Archaeornithomimus right there. Let's see if we can find the Changosaurus there. There's one right over there, I think. Yep, they're little. One thing I've noticed with this game is like you don't realize how small the animals are sometimes, or like how big they are. It's really fascinating, honestly. Anyways, one thing I should also add on is I did like boys and girls and stuff like that. So like one pattern will be boys, one pattern will be girls, so on and so forth. The girls will have like blander colors than the boys because that's how birds are and such in real life. Like if you or like most birds. But yeah, that's what I did for the animals in here. There are a few exceptions to it, but anyways, this is the entrance guest area, and if we head over this way, we get a little look into. If we head down this way, and you go off the park, you can hang out in the water, go swimming and such. But yeah, anyways, uh, we are gonna head over to this monorail right over here, and we're gonna go into like the main park. And I do apologize for like this little poor editing right here. I just didn't want to wait and such. But anyways, in this lagoon right here is Megalodon. Let's see if we can find it real quick. There's two of them. Let's see if we can find them. Where are they at? Oh, there's one right there. That's the boy right there. He has the white stripes. Anyways, we're going to be heading into the main park right now, any second, and yep, there we go. Anyways, here's another little seating area for us. We can just take a seat right through here and such. I don't know what to say now. If we head over here, we get a little walkthrough exhibit. This is one of the two walkthrough exhibits in the park. And here is Microceratus and Lystrosaurus and Homocephaly. It's like a little petting zoo kind of, where you can just like pet the free roaming animals. There's one of the exceptions is like the ceratopsians. I what I love to do with like ceratopsians is like matriarch system, kind of like elephants. So like oldest female is the leader, and there's not a lot of males in there and such. You know what I mean. Anyways, let's head on to the next section, and let's see. Over here is the what's it called? Sinosauropteryx. I don't know why I fumbled right there. They're a little far away, but we can see them. I gave them like the original patterns that the one that was discovered in like the 90s. The original one had the holotype, the red raccoon patterns, and we're just seeing how it looks. And well, we already know how it looks like, but we're seeing it in here. You get to throw food at it or something like that. A little foliage for it to hide and run around in. And I like how this little enclosure turned out. It's simple, but it works. We head over here, and like we get the innovation center right over here, and we just head down right over here, and right here is Main Street. I think I could have done a little bit more of the decorations. I think I should have added some seating and such. It's not much, but I I think it looks nice. You know, but you can still just go inside the buildings and sit there. I don't know why I just went into the fence here. It's stupid. I thought it was like right up against the path, but I guess wrong. In here, we get another look into Megalodons. Let's see if we can find one. Nope. Not at all. There's a shark. There's a great white, but that's not the shark we're looking for, is it? Where are you two at? I know we saw one. I figured they would come and eat, but I guess they already ate while we were eating. Wait. I guess they already ate. There's one right over there. Got a little glimpse of them. I was figuring they would come up and eat the sharks, but I guess they're not in the mood for cannibalism. Sorry about that yawn, I'm kind of talking a little too quickly. Oh, there's one right there. I think that's the girl. I can't tell. I gave the girl like regular black stripes. Kind of blends in, but it's not really much. I really hope we do get like better visibility for the lagoons later. That like in like the third game. I'm not a big fan of the visibility for that. Anyways, if we head over here, we get a little another path, but we head over here and we get to see into the Changosaurus habitat. And the blue ones with the blue stripes are the boys, and ones with like the reddish brown, or I don't know what color that is, those are the girls. Sorry about yawn. Again, I woke up and recently, so there's a goat right there, and let's see if we can get a better view with this one right over here. Oh, yep, there's a boy right there, and he's just walking around. He's enjoying his time. I do love Changosaurus. It is the happiest thing I've ever seen. They're like I don't remember what it's called. It's like those little Australian animals that like are always smiling, called the happiest animals in the world. That's what I think of when I see the Changos, because it always looks like they're smiling for no reason. I think they're so silly. Anyways, let's go down this way, and we gotta head down this little path right over here, and right in the enclosure to the left of us, we're gonna head into there real quick. And here is giant Spinosaurus, but I do not see it anywhere. They're probably just all behind the rocks. I think that's one over there, but I can't see it. Yeah, they're just hiding. We'll get a better view at them later. Sorry to run on in again. I'm just a little tired. We're going to head down right over here, and this way we can see the Gigantoraptors. They're somewhere. They're definitely in here. Oh, they're all the way over there. Alright, let's speed over there so we can go see them real quick. Had to take my breath had to breathe real quick. Yep, there's one right there, and nope, there's one greeting us for food. Hello, Mr. Gigantoraptor. Are you enjoying your meat? I think he did. Or she, I can't tell. I made them look kind of similar, so it's like hard to tell the difference. I think those are boys. Wait. I can't remember. Anyway, so we head over here. Sorry for yawning. So you can do quickly. We get a look into the Changosaurus habitat again. One last little glimpse. Yeah, they're just walking around. And we're gonna head over here real quick, and in here is this is one of my favorite habitats in this build. It's Monolophosaurus and Sinosauropteryx. It's like a giant valley that I made. I do like how it ended up, because you can just like look out on a balcony later on. We'll get to that and look over them. Anyways, we're going to take this little tour vehicle, and sorry about this little pause. I was checking the recording time and such. We are going to head over this way, and getting tired again. I didn't get much sleep, but yeah, we're going to go into the valley. There's some Sinosauropteryx or girls. I forgot what I did for the Menchies for these. We're just going to explore the valley real quick, and hopefully we can see a better view into it and such. There's the monorail. There's another Menchie. Stop talking now, because I gotta catch my breath.
From the late Jurassic, with a gigantic neck that ranks it among the tallest dinosaurs to have ever been recreated by genetic engineering.
Alright, I'm back. Just had to breathe real quick. It was a bit hard. I don't know if you hear the audio in the background. If you did, I'm sorry. It was my cousin's TV. He was watching something on YouTube, and hopefully I didn't pick up. But anyway, sorry for this little pause right here. Someone was talking to me while I was recording, so. Yeah, I want to apologize for this. I was like trying to multitask and do all this other stuff while also recording here. Anyways, there's the dome that we go into later on to get a little glimpse into the habitat. There's a sleeping sit down. Alright, yep. I think I'm going back to sleep after I get done, after I publish this. But yeah, that's the tour. We're just gonna park the car right over here and just ram it into the station. Anyways, let's get going. Here is another guest section right over here, and obviously here's that balcony I was talking about. I was inspired by this for like a little collab I was working on. You guys will see that later. Hi, Mr. Oh, never mind, he's running away from us. Anyways, like I said, I'll show I'm working on a collab, and this enclosure right here inspired the enclosure. Well, that enclosure that in the collab was inspired this enclosure right here, and you'll see it later, like in a week or two. Anyways, I could have done a little bit more here, but we're going to go into this little viewing dome. There's some Menchies, there's a Centaur. There's another Centaur. There's one of the females. There's another. Oh, he's showing us his butt. Let's not look at that. Let's look at this Menchie, or these Menchies. Anyways, gotta catch my breath again. Sorry, I'm speaking too quickly for myself, and I'm just trying to make this sound as good as possible. There's a Gigano. Come and say hi to us. I should have said this is another viewing point for the Giganoraptors, and this one's coming up to say hi, and there's that one again. I forgot to go. I forgot to go to the viewing dome right over there. Here's the Sangaripterus. I think I'm saying that right. They're just flying around, and they're showing themselves, thankfully. Yeah, they're just flying around for us, and that's good that we get to see them. There's another view of them. Alright, let's head down this way. And here is another guest section, but we're going to go into this little enclosure right over here, and here is Utyrannis, and they're all the way over back there. And we're going to see if we can get a better view of them. Nothing right over here. Nothing right here. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. I'm not seeing anything over here. So hopefully that other viewing log gives us some hope. And nope, nothing right here. Oh, wait. Yep, there's one right there. That's one of the females, but we're gonna see if we can find some more. It looks like they're heading over to the other log, so we can make our way back over there real quick. There they are. That one right over there in the back is one of the boys, and so is that one. You know, the ones with the white stripes and blue crests, and there's another female right there. Probably a little too late to say that one. Anyways, we are making our way over here. We're done with this little section of the park. Right, not before another look at a Gigantoraptor. Alright. We're gonna see if we can find we're gonna see if we can see the giant Spinos again. Yep, there they are. They're right there for us. I don't know why I don't use these a lot. They're an interesting looking stegosaur, so it makes sense for me to use them. I like their design. It's one of those things that you like them, but you don't use them for some reason. Here's another
Well, the
glimpse into there,
dorsal
but you know,
plates that
not a
run
good
down its
view.
back are...
Alright. Now right over here is Nothosaurus. This is supposed to be like the Chinese species. I know the one in the game is the one of the European ones, but if I remember correctly, there is a Chinese species. I'll probably have to double check that later because I'm going to look like an idiot if I'm proven wrong. Oh, there's some more right over there. Well, maybe we'll get a social animation. I can't tell. I don't. Never mind. We're not getting a social animation. He gave us a little roar.
Thank you for joining us here today at our astonishing Lagoon
there's some more
facility.
right over there. That's where
Are
the
you
rest of
ready
them
to
are hiding
find
out.
out what lies underneath the wet?
We hope so.
Alright, let's see if we can find one
may
swimming
well get
around. Nope. I'm not seeing anything. Nope, none at all. Alright. Well, we're gonna head over here, and here is Monolophosaurus, I believe. Yeah. Yep, there's one right over there. Nothing interesting. They're all hiding for some reason. That one's the only one that wanted to come out. Oh, there's a goat. Hello, Mr. Goat. Let's see if we can go to the other viewing gallery and get a better look. We're gonna go down that way later. Oh, yeah. Oh, sorry for yawning again. Oh, that one's running away. There's one sleeping right there. But there's a bunch of them in here. I don't know why they're not showing up. Alright. On to the next enclosure. And in here is Hoyangosaurus. We're gonna head down this way, of course, but yeah, like I said, in here is the Hoyangosaurus. Definitely my favorite stegosaur in the game. I just think they're cute. I love their calls so much. And their calls, like, carry them hard.
A double row.
Like, you know, hard carry them. Alright, sorry for this little pause again. It's just checking the time again. Alright, now we're heading down this way. We're going to try to get another glimpse into them again. See if we can get a little better angle and see if we can see more. But nope, they're all hiding all the way over there. That's alright. They show themselves. They did a lot better job than the Chunkingos. But now we head over here, and here's the second walkthrough exhibit. We gotta wait for this door to open. But yeah, and here is Jeholopterus. There's some. Oh, there's one right there, and there's another one on. There's a few more on that perch actually. Let's see. Yeah, they're just all flying right over there. There's one coming down. And here, like I said, one's Jeholopterus, and the other one is Oviraptor. There's a boy Oviraptor. Well, hold on, there's a bunch of them, but here's a male right here. There's a female right there. But yeah, there's a bunch of them in here. I just don't know where they all are. I figured they'd be right by the food, but that's where they like to hang out on the left side. Oh, we got a little social animation right there. We didn't get to see the full thing, but got to see him socialize a little bit. There was another one right there, I think, and yeah, this is kind of like you just hang out here and you can stay at the little resorts if you wanted to. But now we're gonna head out into this side. Right, those. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, those are for later on. We're gonna get a little look into them later. But first, we're gonna head into this little viewing tower, and here is Deinocheirus and Gallimimus. There's a Deinocheirus right there. I think that one's a girl. Boys have blue humps, and I accidentally made all the Gallimimuses really pale, so it's really hard to tell the difference. There's a male Deinocheirus right there. There's one of the Gallimimuses. Oh, there's a bunch of them running right over there. Look at them run. This is a nice view. I like that enclosure a little bit. Here's another look into the enclosure with the glare of the sun. Oh yeah, we're not getting a good view here. Oh, there's a Gallimimus right there. Alright, let's head over this way and... Oh, sorry about that. Tired again. We got... Yeah, I'm definitely taking that, but we're going to take a little tour inside the vehicle, inside the enclosure. There's a Gallimimus right there. There's the Deinocheiruses, a bunch of them. They're all living together. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch. There's another one right there. Turning right in for fun.
Are its keratin-covered beak and its beautifully feathered features.
I think I'm getting sick too, if I'm gonna be honest, guys. Let's see what they're up to. Oh, there's another Gallimimus. Wait, never mind, we're getting flipped over. We got offended. We got offended by us calling the Gallimimus. It was an accident. Anyways, a little more toward... We continue this little tour of the enclosure. And we're making our way out. I'm driving on the sidewalk here. Alright, now we're gonna head over this way, and this is another guest section. I think I've said that already, but get another view into the enclosure. There's Kryonosaurus. I don't remember the difference between these two either. I genuinely don't. It's up to you guys to decide at this point. Yeah, this one looks like he wants to be fed. This is another petting zoo one I did. You can just like put your hand in there. Hopefully don't get smacked by its tail and feed it. We're gonna head over here real quick, and we're gonna go look into this enclosure. And right in here is Orosaurus, but looks like they're not right over here. So let's look around real quick first. Oh, there was some more lower titans. Alright, we're heading over here instead. Yeah, there's some... Oh, yep, there they are. There's one. Oh, there's some more. That's where the rest of them are. Alright. Monolophosaurus is definitely my other favorite stegosaur in the game. It's such a cool looking one. I love its design. The boys are the ones with the white stripes, and the girls are the ones with the blue stripes. I should have said that. Anyways, we're heading over here, and in here is Velociraptor. I don't see him anywhere. I know I hear them. I just don't know where. Let's see when we find them. Yeah, I'm not seeing them anywhere. Where could they be at? I'm not seeing them. There's just a viewing tower right there. Let's check the viewing log real quick. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, there they all. They're all the way back there. There's a bunch of them over there. Maybe they'll come towards us. I don't think I have hope though. Let's see if we can find any more. I'm not seeing any more anywhere else. I'm not seeing any more. Yeah. Oh, there's one right there coming right towards us. Looks like she's getting. I use the JP3 ones because I like those ones the best. Like for the both boys and girls, those are definitely my favorite raptors in this franchise. Yeah, she's just eating her little goat. Anyways, again, sorry for the little time pause. I'm just checking on the time, and we're gonna head out this way. I don't know what to say right now. Just enjoy the park. Enjoy the looks of it. Not gonna go into that one. And honestly, I forgot to go into it. But we're gonna head into this little gyrosphere right here. And we're gonna be going into this enclosure, which has Olorotitan and Sinosauropteryx. There's some Olorotitan. Here's a bunch of. This one's a boy. We're going to see if we can find the Sinos real quick. I'm not seeing them anywhere. No Sinos yet. Oh, there's one. Gotta get up really close to it. I can't tell what that one is. I don't like Sinos colors in these games. Like more like specifically its patterns. I'm not a big fan of the patterns it has. Not really bland and colorful. Really bland and not colorful. This is the best way to put it. I will say that these ones right up here are boys because they don't have any colors to begin with besides their default ones. So yeah, I think that one actually might be one of the girls right there, the one in the back. Actually, it might be both girls. I couldn't tell. They really need to make Sinos colors better in the next game. That one's a boy, and I think this one's a boy too, I believe. Let's look. I'm not seeing any colors on the crest. They could be blind. Anyways, we're done with that enclosure for now. Well, we're not done with it just yet. We've got one more viewing thing to look at. And let's head over to it. This is like another little guest section. It's kind of like the little arena and amphitheater and such. Oops, we're not supposed to be in here. Well, we get a glimpse into the theory habitat. There's one of them right there, and where's the other one at? Oh, I think that might be it, but that could be just foliage. It could be not, or I could just be dumb. Here's another look. There's nothing much. Oops, this one's a bathroom. I don't know why I thought it was the entrance. Anyways, and here should be. Oh, yep, here they are. And there's a bunch of Tarbosaurus right over here. There. They are pretty cool. I don't know. I don't get the hate. Like, I can understand that it's like ugly for the animal itself, but I like its design. I know it's not accurate for a Tarbosaurus, but I think it's still a really cool design. I thought we could see them right in here, or like see them from there, but I guess not. So we're going to take the long way real quick. Give me time, guys. But yeah, we're going to head over here and maybe we can see the other one, little skeletons real quick. Oh, nope, they're all still over there still. I know there's a fourth one. I do not see it anywhere. I hope it get head out. I don't think anybody wants a large Tyrannosaur to be running around. But yeah, we're seeing them over here. Alright. Now we're going on to the final enclosure of the park. I did forget to go into that viewing gallery and I'm kind of stupid for it. But yeah, we're just heading right over here. We're taking its time with the game. And in here is Therizinosaurus, obviously. There's one of them right there. And let's see if we can find the other one. I'm not seeing them. Maybe. Oh, wait. I think I heard one walking. I guess it's just hiding in the trees. Anyways, we're looking for Jalopters because I know they like to fly out there real quick. But yeah, we're just gonna head back towards Main Street because I like to do my park tours in like full circles and such. And we're just gonna head down this way again. See if we can find. Well, we've already seen everything. I do like how this park ended up turning out. I hope you guys genuinely did too. We're gonna make a little full circle around real quick, and honestly, that should really be it about for this park. We're just gonna keep walking around and I'm just trying to think of stuff to say as I finish this recording. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just looking around, and really that should be it. And of course, if you did enjoy this park tour, I hope please like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope you all have an amazing and great day. Bye bye.